بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. الحمد لله رب العالمين، والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. أما بعد. Inshallah, today we will continue discussing the topic, one of the topics in Fiqh for Islamic banking and finance. Welcome to this class, MIBF 6043 Fiqh for Islamic Banking and Finance. Inshallah, we will discuss the topic of sale-based contract. As you know, in Islamic finance, there are several contracts, several types of contracts, and among them are sale-based contract, contract based on ijara, contract based on a partnership, and also other types of contracts. So inshallah, today we will discuss contracts based on sale, in Arabic, al-bay'. So we start with bay' mutlaq. Bay' mutlaq covers all sale contracts based on exchanging goods for money, whether in cash or in deferred payment. So the everyday contract based on sales that we commonly practice are mostly in the form of bay' mutlaq. You know, the exchange of goods and services for money. So bay' mutlaq is preferred to bay' muqayyada. Yeah, bay' muqayyada is a type of contract, yeah, based on the exchange of goods for goods. So bay' mutlaq is preferred because it is easier to exchange goods for money, to exchange goods with money, and to exchange services with money. So for example, if we go to Lotus, yeah, we want to buy something. So we exchange the money in exchange for goods that we buy. So mostly we are mostly involved with the bay' muqayyada. It's much easier than if we exchange goods for goods. Yeah. Nowadays, it's very hard to find bay' muqayyada, you know, the in the market where you exchange goods for goods. So when exchanging goods for cash, the buyers and sellers could trade freely, yeah, without worrying about riba. Next, bay' saraf. Saraf means exchanging one types of money for another types, yeah, in the same or different genera. For example, exchange of Malaysian ringgit with Thailand baht, Malaysian ringgit with US dollars, and so on. So the condition of exchange of one monetary form with another must be on the spot and hand to hand, yadun bi yadin. حدثنا عبد الله ابن يوسف أخبرنا مالك عن نافع عن أبي سعيد الخدري رضي الله عنه أن رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم قال: لا تبيع الذهب بالذهب إلا مثلا بمثل، ولا تشق بعضها على بعض، ولا تبيع الورق بالورق إلا مثلا بمثل، ولا تشف بعضها على بعض، ولا تبيع منها غائبا بناجز. Next, Ba'ul Amana or trust sale contracts. Ba'ul Amana can be classified into three types: Ba'ul Tawliya, Ba'ul Wadi'a, and Ba'ul Murabaha. Let's discuss Ba'ul Tawliya. Ba'ul Tawliya is the sale at the cost price without gaining any profit. For example, the cost of a certain good is 10 ringgit. Yeah? And the seller sells for 10 ringgits also. So there is Ba'ut Tawliya, the sale of goods and services at the same price, at the same cost. So there is no profit. Is it allowed? Is it permissible? It is permissible, yeah. And the permissibility of Ba'ut Tawliya is agreed upon by Jumhur Ulama, by the majority of the jurists. Some scholars imposed one condition: the seller must possess the subject matter. For example, if he wants to sell oranges, so the seller must have the possession of the oranges before conducting the Ba'ut Tawliya contract. The second type is Ba'ul Wadi'a. Ba'ul Wadi'a contract occurs when the seller decides to sell the subject matter at a lower price than the original cost. For example, the buyer bought a motorcycle for 7,000, and later on he decides to sell the motorbike at 5,000. So he sells. So this Ba'ul Wadi'ah occurs when the seller sells the subject matter at a lower price than the original cost. Yeah, in a sense, the seller has to bear the loss. Yeah. Ba'ul Murabaha. Ba'ul Murabaha comes from an Arabic word that means gain and profit. Istilahan, technically, according to the fuqaha, Ba'ul Murabaha refers to selling a commodity at its original cost price plus agreed markup or profit. So in Ba'ul Murabaha, the seller must mention the original price plus the markup profit. If the seller does not disclose the original price and the markup profit, then it is not Ba'ul Murabaha. So that means in Ba'ul Murabaha, in order to say that that contract is Ba'ul Murabaha, the seller must disclose the original uh, cost plus the profit. For example, the seller says, okay, I want to sell this house. The original price, the original cost of this house is the original cost of this house is 100,000 and I want to sell for 120,000. That means the seller states the original price and also the profit margin. So that's the uh, discussion for today's class. Just a brief introduction to the some of the contracts that falls under the category of sale-based contracts. So, inshallah, we will have a full discussion when we have the full class, the 3-hour class later, inshallah. Wabillahi tawfiq. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.